Today in UFO history, the 1957 Gulf Coast RB-47 incident, July 17th, 1957. Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, and Oklahoma. Before dawn, the crew of a U.S. Air Force RB-47 reconnaissance aircraft is flying out of Forbes Field, Kansas, now Topeka Regional Airport, on an electronic warfare training flight over Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. The RB-47 is carrying a 6-man crew, of whom 3 are electronic warfare officers manning electronic countermeasures gear in the aft portion of the aircraft. Their names are Louis Dorman Chase, pilot, James H. McCoy, co-pilot, Thomas H. Hanley, navigator, John J. Provenzano, number 1 monitor, Frank B. McClure, number 2 monitor, and Walter A. Tooksharer, number 3 monitor. The crew detects on its electronic intelligence, or ELINT, equipment, an airborne radar source that mimics some, but not all, of the signal characteristics of a common air defense ground radar. Aircraft normally do not carry such high-powered radars. As the key ELINT officer on the RB-47 puts it, quote, "An antenna bigger than the airplane," unquote, would be required to be as strong a signal as he detected from the UFO. Because the UFO signal appears to have comparable or greater received signal strength than the 1 megawatt ground radar beam, and the UFO's distance is about 5 times closer than the ground radar, a crude estimate of the UFO radar power output using the inverse square law would be about 40 kilowatts. The maneuvering radar signal coincides in location with a bright UFO. At times, the signal moves ahead of the RB-47, then circles around as if airborne, highly maneuverable, and flying faster than the RB-47. The 55th Strategic Reconnaissance Wing Intelligence Report states that the Wing's Director of Intelligence, quote, "has no doubt the electronic direction finder's signals coincided exactly with visual observations by aircraft command numerous times, thus indicating positively the object being the signal source," unquote. An air defense radar station near Dallas, Texas reportedly confirms tracking a UFO at the same location reported by the RB-47 crew, but later tries to deny it in an unclassified message to the Air Technical Intelligence Center at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. The UFO is reportedly tracked by the RB-47's airborne navigation radar as well, though the crew has differing recollections on this point. Twice, the UFO blinks out visually when pursued by the RB-47. At the same time, the strange signal disappears. Either that, or the ground radar site and the RB-47 onboard radar lose the object from their scopes. At least once, the UFO suddenly reappears visually. At about the same time, the ground radar regains tracking of the object. The main part of the incident occupies 30 minutes over the Fort Worth, Texas area from 5:30 to 6 a.m. Some earlier ELINT and visual incidents are noted as early as about 4:30 a.m., but they catch the crew off guard, and consequently reports at the time and later recollections have had to be carefully reconstructed. The UFO may have trailed the RB-47 up until 6:40 a.m., following the main events, for a total duration of possibly more than 126 minutes. Jeff Knox's lightly edited discussion of this case. The RB-47 incident is the first conclusive instrumental proof for the existence of UFOs. Calibrations of the RB-47's electronic measurements provide an irrefutable case. When the Colorado Project scientists asked the Air Force for the Blue Book file on the RB-47 case, the file could not be found. Ultimately, the case was put together by better file searching at Blue Book, James E. McDonald's success at locating several crew members and interviewing them, and Freedom of Information Act searches that located more of the lost documents. Particularly in the George T. Gregory years at ATIC, this sort of rejection of the need to clarify almost any significant aspect of a UFO case was constant. If what Captain Gregory understood to be his duty as chief of Blue Book was not already certain, we could reasonably label this as reckless and incompetent. Colorado UFO Project investigator Gordon Thayer declares the case unexplained, and later describes the official U.S. Air Force explanation as an airliner as, quote, literally ridiculous, unquote. Brad Sparks sums it up in 1998, and in 2018, quote, this case certainly now ranks as among the best documented unexplained UFO incidents in history, and it has the potential for further revealing disclosures if records of an extremely highly classified investigation can be found and released. All of the UFO observations by multiple visual observers, multiple ELINT receivers, and multiple radar sets, as well as the serendipitous calibrations of the UFO signals against the separately identifiable Duncanville radar signals, provide a unique, tight, interlocking web of intricately fitted evidence, unquote. The original text and references for this story come from the Twitter account of Jeff Knox, and a link to these can be found in the episode description. Please check out his tweets for more. For more videos like this one, please like and follow my TikTok. I'm Telesma Blooorb. Thank you for watching.